Hello and welcome back to another reading. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. I love hearing from everybody. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is abundance. What are your blocks to abundance? In a previous video I did was about infinite abundance and how to obtain that. So if you haven't watched that, I recommend watching it. It talks about expanding in that video, and I didn't really talk about it, but expansion is the same thing as infinite. To me, it's the same thing, and I felt that when I did the reading, but I didn't really put much focus on it. So if you go back, you'll recognize that I said expansion a couple times as those last couple cards were talking about that. Now, in this video, this is going to be basically a pick a card reading, and I'm going to show you 3 different items, and I want you to pick one of the items. I'll have a timestamp in the comments, so you'll be able to go right to that part of the video. So the first group, your item is this white flower, group number 1. So if you pick group number 1, you can go down to the timestamp in the comments, click on that, and it'll take you right to it, or you can stay here and see what the other items are. Group 2, you have a purple flower. Now I found all these in the wilderness out here. They're just some items that were kind of laying around here. In group 3, you have the tree branch. So find your spot, your timestamp, click on that, and then the video will begin. Now let's get ready. So if you're part of group 1, you might have stayed here. Just kind of setting up. I'm out here in the wilderness, very grounded. Got my rock, the rock of enlightenment. I'm very grounded. I'm actually kneeling on the ground, so can't get much more grounded than that. Now, group 1, you got this white flower. Some people think it's just a weed out here. Kind of looks like, to me, it's more of chamomile, some kind of chamomile family. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments below. So group 1, onto your reading. So what's blocking you, group 1, from abundance? What is blocking you from abundance, group 1? Group 1, we've got the 7 of fire. Fire is a creativity energy. Sometimes when I see this 7 of fire, I think that it's kind of talking about grounding. I'm going to pull all the cards before I or all 3 of my main cards here before I go into specifics. Yeah, I definitely feel like some of you, it's a grounding thing. You're not centered enough, basically. And that's definitely something that I've struggled with, is being grounded. I do have a short little video on that, and I'll have more to come about grounding. And we got 9 of earth. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a sense of grounding with the 9 of earth. Then we have the 7 of Earths. So we've got 2 7s, we've got a 9, we've got 2 Earths. The numbers might have some kind of meaning for you, other than what I'm going to explain here, but not necessarily. So what we have, I really think that it has a lot to do with grounding, about being grounded, as well as using your imagination. There's something group 1. You might be, some of you are in a job that is very limited. You're not able to use your imagination at all. It's just kind of a no-brainer job. You just kind of show up and you do some kind of repetition over and over, and it's not fulfilling to you. And I feel like for some of you, looking into some other type of employment, and I'm not saying to just drop your job and move on, right this second or anything. It's just maybe search deep within and see if that is where you think you need to be. Otherwise, just start using your imagination and be creative and think about what other type of work that you could be doing. I feel like many or most of you are very loving people. You're very appreciative of the little things in life, and definitely continue to see those little things and soak them in. Be grateful. Watch the sunset and just be in awe. And I think that many of you are that type of people where that's a natural thing for you to be in awe, but sometimes you might be too busy to really see that. So I think that for most of you, the financial part isn't necessarily a big struggle. And some of you are, but most of you, the financial aspects is actually pretty good. But it's like you're kind of held back by something. And I feel like you see something out there that is inspiring to you that you want to pursue, but I feel like something is holding you back, or somebody. If you're in a relationship, sometimes your partner, they could be holding you back. I recommend going with your heart, going with your gut, and some of you that are in a relationship, your partner's not going to understand this, and that's because they're not expanding like you are. I feel like you're in a place where you're being pushed to expand. Now, the bad thing is if you don't follow your heart and what you're led to personally, then you're going to end up going down a path that isn't expansive for you, and you're a person. Most of you that are listening are people of truth. You want the truth. You want to follow the truth. You don't want to just go with somebody's idea of how things should be, because you want to live your life in a way that you feel is right. Again, it goes back to being held back by something, by somebody, and you're gonna have to overcome that. That's definitely something that's holding you back from your abundance. You're following the wrong. It's like the wrong crowd almost. You're following like the wrong perception of what the abundant thing is. It's like some of you out there, you're in a relationship, somebody wants you to, the other person wants you to, bring in an income to help the family. We got to survive. It's a survival thing. But I'm here to tell you that you're surviving just fine. There's no need to be so stressed out about that. You're financially, most of you here are financially just fine. There's no worry in that aspect. Although there's, your partner thinks that is a worry. It's not such a worry. There's more things to life than just being able to feel good about what you have. It's not the end of the world if you're going to live in a smaller house in order to feel more abundant. And a lot of people, that's counterintuitive, that the abundant thing, you would think that, okay, if I'm abundant, I'm going to have a really giant mansion. Well, that's not necessarily true. You could have a really giant mansion that you feel terrible, you feel like crap because you can't afford it. That's not abundance. That's living in poverty. You don't want that poverty mindset. You want to be happy, fulfilled, and you want to continue to expand. So group one, I really think that's something that's out there that's holding you back. Be free. Watch the stars. Just use your imagination. That's all things that I could advise you to help you to feel more abundant and to achieve abundance. And many of you, the line of work that you're doing is just, it's holding you back. And then some of you, it's a relationship. Other things you might feel like are holding you back, and sometimes you feel like your health or some other aspect of your life's holding you back, but it's not. You're putting that self-limiting belief upon yourself. So strive for greatness, because you are an amazing creature. Do what your heart is kind of tugging you to do. Sometimes it's easier to just go along with whatever somebody else thinks you should be doing. You don't want to fight that because it's not pleasant. But sometimes you just have to move forward and go against the grain. Otherwise, you're gonna fall on your face, and the universe is gonna kind of make it happen, because deep down, I feel like group one, you want it. You want to achieve your dreams. You want to go forward in a way that maybe somebody else or something else is thinking isn't your right path. So expand your horizons. Get out of the box. Step out of that box and expand your horizons. Pursue your dreams. Don't get stuck. You're an expanding being. You're not supposed to be held down in one energy. You're supposed to be moving forward. And you're, either if it's this relationship that's holding you down, or the job, or whatever it might be, or that's just kind of a self-limiting thing. You've kind of chosen that upon yourself, and there's more out there, and when you pursue it, I really think that your abundance is going to come in. You're going to feel more abundant, and you're going to attract abundance, and it might not be just material, which it likely there will be material aspects coming in because of it, but that's not necessarily the important part. I mean, if you were like, say, if you were the greatest spiritual person in the world, and you were able to just heal people with the touch, I mean, that would be more important than having the $1 million in the bank. That, to me, would be more abundant. That's worth a lot more to the world, to the universe. And so group one, that was your reading. I hope that it resonated with this group. Please let me know in the comments if it did resonate, if it made sense to you. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the feedback. And thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm going to move on to group 2 now. If you'd like, you can stay. That's up to you. Group 2. All right, group 2. You chose group 2, the purple flower. The purple flower. Anybody know what this purple flower is? I'm not sure. I bet it's medicinal though. I know there's somebody out there that knows exactly what this flower is. People around here think it's a weed of some sort, which I think it's valuable. Could be the cure for cancer even. Who knows? Let me know if you know what that is. I know there's apps that I can download and figure out what different things do, what different flowers do and what they are. So I should have picked that up already, but that was group 1. So group 2, this is your reading. How can you be more abundant? Group 2, how can group 2 be more abundant? What's your blockage? Group 2, what is your blockage to abundance? What is your blockage? Eight of fire. 8 of fire. Six of earth. And the call. Call. So group 2, we got some fire, we got some earth, and we got a major arcana. We got 8, 6, 20. Some of those numbers might mean something to you. I don't know. But regardless, what I'm feeling here, is that there are many things that are going on around you. There are many options that you have within your life, and it's kind of hard to choose what that might be. And that's kind of a struggle for you. And what I think that you need to do here, group 2, is definitely follow just kind of be in the flow of the universe. Let synchronicities happen, because you're being led to do something, and it's something really important. But you have to be in the flow of the universe, and you have to allow the synchronicities to happen. And part of that's just believing that things happen for a reason. There are certain synchronicities in this world, and they happen all the time. They happen in such a way that we have no control over them. We want to feel like we are in control of our lives, but ultimately it's the universe. We're just a small piece of that universe, and it's an important piece. You're a very important being, and what you're called to do is a very important thing. I just feel like you're struggling with the decision of you think that you have to decide and come up with maybe you're planning your career and your future and your family and all that, and you're trying to figure out, okay, should I be this or that or another thing, and you just can't figure it out. That's just way overthinking things in my mind. I think that it's almost like you're going to have to simplify things a little bit and move forward, knowing that you are connected to the universe and you're moving in synchronistic fashion with the universe, and you're being, if you follow that and you're in that and you know you are, then things are going to happen that are going to be magical. They're going to be very magical for you, group 2, and you're going to be really fulfilled by that. And I really feel like you have some great potential. Like many of you are going to really be great leaders and move forward, and you're going to assist others, and it's amazing. It's like you have a big open heart. You have you have this openness to you, and that's very valuable. That's very valuable to society. That's very valuable to us in our everyday life and the universe. So it's really amazing. But I think that simplifying things and just kind of knowing that you're in tune with the universe and things happen outside of your control, and they're going to be good things. But if you try to make things happen and push things to happen, then I feel like a lot of you are going to be you're going to be in a place where it's a struggle. So, some of you might have some big aspirations as to become something so amazing, but yet, you're going to fall. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you, but you might fall on your face because that's not something that's resonating with you with your expansion. And we've got one more card here, group 2. One more card. So, exactly what I was just saying, group 2. And I think that when I do this, I got to figure out how, but I think it's backwards. I don't think it always was backwards. I got to get a different phone, but follow your bliss, navigating by the stars. So this is basically saying the same thing, that you just have to be in that energy. You have to be in the moment and have a knowing about you that things are happening for your highest good. Things are happening in a way that you're going to be achieving amazing things, great abundance. Be in that, okay? So I think that really tied this together, group 2, that card, and I don't know if there's another card that would have done a better job at that. So anyway, group 2, thank you so much. I appreciate you spending time with me. Please comment, let me know how this resonated with you. If it didn't or did, maybe if it didn't, maybe a different group would be better for you, or perhaps a later reading. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. On to group 3. You can join us if you want. All right, group 3. This is your reading. Group 3. You chose the tree branch. Group 3. So what is your blockage? What is blocking you from abundance, group 3? What is blocking you from abundance? Let's see. What do the cards hold for you, group 3? What is blocking you from your abundance? Nine of Fire. We got the Nine of Fire. Magician. It's tying in pretty good for me right now. Nine of Fire and the Magician. Chariot. Wow. 2 major arcana cards. So we have the Chariot, we have the Magician, the Nine of Fire. And also we have the 9, the 1, and the 7. Those might have some kind of meaning for you. Not necessarily he's going to, but I feel like it does for me to help me kind of bring in all the energies that are coming from these cards. So group 3, what I'm gathering is that you need to be using your creativity. You need to be, you are a powerful source of creation. You're gifted in a way with your imagination that many others might not be. I feel like with you, group 3, that many of you are artists, many of you are musicians. You've got a gift of some sort out there in this realm, and I feel like this is telling you to use that gift, to use it for, you know, the goodness of the universe, goodness of yourself. It's going to help not only others, but it's going to help you as well, help you grow when you share that gift. And this might be something that you're nervous about sharing. You don't want to be in the spotlight, that type of thing. But I really feel like you're going to be really admired for your courage. If it was me trying to play music, I'd probably be admired for my courage, not my music, because my music wouldn't be very good, because I'd be off key and all that. But there's something about it that's going to really elevate you in a place of abundance. So when you flow in that energy, I think that's going to kind of, basically it's going to open a door for your abundance in a way that hasn't been opened before. So don't be afraid to share your talents with others, with the world. Create. And if you're not sure, I think that most of you out there, I think you understand what this is, like what your talent is that you could be sharing. It's something that's popped up, especially, recently. You're watching this video, so you're not here by accident. There's a reason. So I feel like it's time. It's time for you to do this. It's time for you to push forward, to make the move, to share this with others. Leave a comment as to if this does resonate with you. Leave a comment as to what your gift is that you're thinking about possibly sharing, or what you could share that, well, I don't think I'm ready to in that place yet. I know somebody that can play the piano really well, but they don't really pursue that because You know, they're not somebody that wants to be in the spotlight. So that could definitely resonate with that type of person. Even if you're not playing with a huge crowd, for, you know, maybe a small family, that's you know, that's good enough just to open up that abundant door. And I feel like once you're doing it, you're going to understand it. You're going to feel that abundance coming in some way. So group 3, one more card to close the reading. Thank you so much for coming. I hope that you can leave a comment. Let me know if it did resonate or not. And if it didn't resonate, you could watch a different group. Maybe you feel like you picked the wrong group, but or a later video. I'm not sure, but I would like to know. You could also email me if you don't want to like be rude or something and let other people see it. I don't know, whatever. Here is your last card, group 3. So traveling lightly, simplify your life. Look what he has on his back. So he simplified his life, and he's moving forward with just his music. And we were just talking about that. We're talking about creativity, using your talent, and we mentioned music. Your talent might not be music, but I find it pretty amazing that this showed up. So there's you might feel like your talent's not important, but my goodness, it is. It is so important. This talent of yours is so important, and these people need to hear it. People need to see it. People need to know what it is. It's something amazing that's going to definitely increase your abundance. And I'm really excited for you, group 3. Excited for all the groups. Pursuing your abundance and moving forward, expanding yourself. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading, and I really hope that I see you in further readings, and I will see you in the next video if it's meant to be. Thank you.